guys, how you doing today? Starting off with the Knight of Cups, which is our last three cups, Knight, Queen, and King. And we're done the suit of cups. Knights are the actions of what the pages put into place. So when you see the page comes up, that's the new situation. That is the new person. That is the new idea. But when you see a knight come up in your reading, in particular, this one is the Knight of Cups, all right? This is acting upon those ideas, or in this case, those feelings. And knights show ambition, a lot of motivation. They rush into things, right? Because they have more experience than the page. They don't just have the idea anymore. Now they're willing to act. This is Perseus, and he was known as the god that always protected women. The knight in shining armor comes from Perseus. But with the Knight of Cups coming into your spread, you have to have a lot of self-control here. The Knight is a lack of self-control. It is a warning that this situation is volatile, or the relationship is going to get volatile. This is a romantic dimension of love, the lustful time of love. This can be a proposal of marriage, living together, the falling in love. So sometimes when you're reading someone, love will come in the court cards when it's an actual person in their life, or they're already, okay? The situation's already there. The person is already there. This is usually when you see the Knight of Cups come up in a relationship spread. For people that aren't interested in love, aren't interested in a relationship, well, that usually means artistic, creative expression. Like we saw on the page, it's new ideas, new feelings, right? So feeling realm is the conscious realm, is the creative realm, is the artistic realm. So if there is no relationship with who you're reading, then whatever they're focused on is going to have an explosive situation around it. It's going to have a burst of creativity, okay? Usually if it is a person coming into your life, it's a younger man, but they're not as young as pages. So that helps you if you're looking for a particular person that is coming into your life. So this is a card to be very conscious in the stage of the situation you're in the relationship, and it's the card to tell you to don't act impulsively. This is a contemplation of a big next step like marriage or family. This is the careful situation someone or something is going to come into your life to pay attention to further along your relationship. And that leads us to the Queen. So when you see a queen in a spread, they are the nurturers of the court cards. Okay? So the pages were the creative spark. The knights are the actions. Now the queens nurture what you've created, taken action with. That is the broader understanding of the queen. They're very experienced. They're very knowledgeable. They're very wise. This is a middle-aged woman. Queens are known to be solution cards, right? Because they're nurturers. They always find a nurturing way to help people. They're healers. So when a queen comes up in a spread, there is a solution at hand. When she shows up, there is calmness, understanding. So this is what the queen brings to the knight and the page in relationships. So this is usually a situation that's come to fruition. There's a lot of balance in this card. This is Helen. Helen of Troy. She was the child of Zeus. Helen was the goddess that the god Paris was given after judging the beauty contest. She was his prize. Helen represents the hypnotic power of the feminine and the wise, the heart of a mother, of a woman. She holds the cup of water. Whoever Helen loves, she gives her heart wholeheartedly. There is nothing phony or fake about the Queen of Cups. She's fearless. She's trusting. She's kind and nurturing. If a woman comes into your life represented by the Queen of Cups, she's someone that will be a great guide. So whether it's a person or a situation, the Queen of Cups brings the calm wisdom of her experience to the person in the reading. And that leaves us to the King of Cups. And here in the King of Cups, we meet Orpheus. He was a priest, a healer, and a singer, but his own story was a very sad and lonely one. He was the most famous poet in Greek mythology. He was the most famous musician that ever lived. Apollo presented him with a lyre, and the muses taught him how to use it. So he enchanted wild beasts, and he even made trees and rocks move from their places to follow the sounds he created. Orpheus joined Jason and the Argonauts on their quest to find the golden fleece, and his music really helped them overcome a lot of difficulties. His life wasn't destined to be happy because one day a man tried to assault his wife, and she ended up trotting on a serpent that bit her and killed her, and he descended into the underworld to fetch her. He's one of the only two to ever make it out of the underworld. He charmed the ferryman, the three-headed dog, the three judges of the dead. He got through even Hades. But even though he did all that, at the last moment, he lost his trust that his beloved was behind him, and he wasn't allowed to look back until they were out. He had to have trust or everything's taken away. And at the last moment, even though he got through all of that, he looked back and he lost her forever. So this card is a very wise and experienced man. This card represents wisdom that has come from pain, from losing what he loved the most, from having lack of trust in oneself. So when Orpheus, the King of Cups, shows up in a reading, you are the more experienced Orpheus that has come back from that journey, that can have compassion and understanding for those that lost their trust. You become a gifted counselor here, a healer. Or the situation is a healing situation. Or if it's a professional situation, it will be a much more positive pathway when the King of Cups comes up in your reading. As you saw the mature, nurturing, experienced Helen here, you now have the more compassionate, understanding Orpheus next to her. And they've come out the other side, understanding from their losses, their surrendering, their experiences. They understand the situation and those around them much better. When Orpheus shows up, there's control now of the situation. There's understanding. There's compassion. There is a dynamic personality that comes with that card if a person comes into your life. A person that can contribute a great deal into a situation or your life. And if it is not a person when it comes up in these cards and not a situation, You read it as a dimension of yourself. You're coming into your own. You're becoming the Queen of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the King of Cups. So as you find that inner, you'll find the Queen in yourself. And when you find the compassion and understanding and self-trust, you'll find the King of Cups within you, right? And the Knight of Cups, when you find that side of yourself, that's that, let's go, let's move, let's change jobs, let's change it up, let's leave the marriage, let's jump into love. The Knight is when you get excited and you start doing. You can find that aspect of yourself. And of course, the page that we looked at last time is when you decide you can do something different, be more, do more. Right? Oh my God, I can do that. So you can find these different aspects in yourself if a person does not come into your life or you're not in a situation. So there's 3 ways to read these cards depending on who you're reading. Okay guys, that's it for the Suit of Cups. Play with them and I'll be back in the next lesson with the Suit of Swords. We're getting close. And like always, like, subscribe, and share with anybody that you think would love to learn the tarot. And follow me on Facebook at Kimberly Dawn Empath, or join my Facebook group, All Things Afterlife. Okay, guys, you guys have a great day, and we'll see you soon.